Hello there and welcome back. It's September, so the dish that you can get served that in many ways is the most emblematic of Mexico is chiles en nogada. It's just the most beautiful dish on a plate. I mean, you have a beautiful chili poblano, which is covered in a pecan sauce. They say walnut sauce, but here in Mexico, you don't really see walnuts. Pecans, yes. And then smothered on top are pomegranate seeds, granadas, and some pieces of pecan nuts, not walnuts. The thing is that unfortunately, I can't eat the dish because the traditional one is stuffed with minced beef, and I don't eat beef. I prefer a chili poblano stuffed with cheese, like the one I had for lunch today. And you don't get those. You can't find a chili in nogada stuffed with cheese. I haven't seen one here at all. Maybe in the south, maybe in Mexico City and other places you will, but here in Monterrey, beef is king. So that's the filling for you. It's quite sad, really, because it's the dish that has been on my list of dishes to try for so long, especially this year. I'm quite miffed by that, really. And despite it being my channel, I'm not going to give up my way of eating just for a video. Sorry about that. Beef has kind of been a bit of a problem for me here in Monterrey, as I don't eat it, but it is king, as I mentioned earlier, and there are so many dishes made with beef, such as morning tacos with deshebrada, or I forgot what the other one is. Minced beef, potatoes, carrot, etc. What's it called again? I can't remember. Anyway, I always remember being at my very first traditional norteño barbecue, where the star of the occasion, as is always the case on a Saturday, for what people eat, is the carne asada. Basically, it translates as grilled meat. Carne is meat, as a generalization. Herein lies the problem. As I say, in Spanish, carne is the general term for meat, but for norteños, regios, I'm sure the difference really, is that carne is beef. So it's a kind of a tad confusing when you think of carne as meat, but for regios and norteños, I'm not sure what the difference is between a regio and norteño. I'm sure there must be one. The friends will enlighten me as to the difference. Yeah, you get a little confused. So when it came to my first carne asada, as I mentioned, and there was just carne asada, I think with sausages, some other bits and bobs, maybe some pork ribs. And I said, I don't eat beef, sorry. Yo no come carne de res. The reaction was, eres vegetariano, David? Are you vegetarian? And I had to explain, no, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat, but I eat pork, chicken, baby goat, cabrito, various other things, and of course, chicharron. So after my explanation, everybody was happy. So now people know how I am. They know that, let's give them some pork, let's give them chicken. Everything is hunky-dory. So also in carne asadas, generally the drink is Coca-Cola. Most of the time, not always. And I was asked, would you like a Coke? And I don't drink Coca-Cola. Kind of scandalous in Monterrey not to drink Coca-Cola. I think the last Coca-Cola I ever had was, when was it? 1995. So at this point, I must have seemed a little bit on the odd side to the traditionalist, and people in Monterrey are quite traditional people. So with a little bit of tentativeness, I was asked, ¿Quieres una cerveza entonces? Would you like a beer in that case? And of course I answered, Sí, claro, of course. And then there was a sigh of relief as they realized that, oh, he is normal after all. So I was given a Tecate Light. Ho-hum. I'm just glad nobody said, would you like a slice of cake, David? I said, I don't really eat cake. Yes. For norteños and regios, I am a bit on the weird side. Anyway, other little tales later on. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe the channel, and somewhere down the bottom you'll find the button to press. So, thank you very much. Bye for now, everybody.